Hey y'all, wanted to welcome you to my new series where I take moves that I used to be able to do and try to get them back into my comfort zone. The whole point will be for me to take a move from wherever my comfort level is and then to get it to where I am okay to put it in a line outside. Our first episode is going to be working on the standing gainer, so let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. Nice.
Yes.
There we go. Good balance too. Okay. So this was my first gainer of the session. Definitely felt confident going for it, but still it had been, I don't know, maybe 10 months since I last done it. So I kind of did a little bit of extra pre-jump ritual stuff, a bit of visualization, making sure I'm not going to also touch the ceiling parts, and then I was able to go for it. Thankfully it ended up just fine, a little bit under rotated as with the second one and the third one, but after knocking those out I felt comfortable enough to move it to a smaller mat and then ready to put it in a line. Not bad. Okay.
Not bad. I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. So
What next?
I think I'll put it in a line over there somewhere.
Put it in a line. Alright, let's go.
So now that I feel comfortable with the gainer, it's time to try to put it into a line. So I started thinking about the other moves that I wanted to do, and I was a bit inspired by the front cartwheel that Selene ended up doing in her version of the add-on game that we played. So I'm playing with this as the finish of the line, and it's a bit weird to try to get the hang of, but after figuring it out with John and Selene, I ended up falling a little bit and then making it happen. That's the way. So now that I have an idea of how I want to end my line, I can start thinking about all the other pieces and putting them together. So my line's going to start with a gainer, just because for me in this context, it's going to be easiest to start with this move rather than try to fit it in the middle or the end. And also my middle portion, as you can see, ends up actually being a little bit too tough, so I kind of scrap it for a little bit of a different move to fit after the gainer and before the cat slide into that front cartwheel finisher. So John kind of comes up with the idea of doing this running tic-tac. It ends up being a nice fit and way simpler than the other thing that I had planned. So the gainer's not coming along that great yet, but I'm still getting comfortable, getting the reps in, and at least getting the pieces all together so I can understand how it's going to work. And Celine saw this 180 challenge. I saw the jump after. I gave that to her as a little bit of a challenge, and she was able to put them together nicely while I rested. The biggest trouble I'm actually having as it goes into the tic-tac is getting my footwork right. Still, my footwork feels off, but this is the first time with this same foot stride that it actually feels like maybe it's going to naturally end up getting me the way that I want to tic-tac with my left foot on the wall. So I'm still not convinced yet, so I'm figuring out with John how I should try to step to not do this same foot stride. And that works in isolation, but as you can see, as soon as I start to put it in with the gainer, it just naturally goes with the same foot stride. And I push through with that style, and it ends up working out quite well. I'm happy with this one.
I'm ready if you are.
So now that I got one decently fluid sequence, I want to try to do one more before the end of the session just to make sure that it wasn't luck. So here we are.
Yeah! That was sick.
Okay, so first session of the gainers is done, and it went pretty well. Gainers are something that have been something of a mental block for me for a long time in my early training, and then after like a lot of drilling and then actually a break from not doing them at all, revisiting them with a little bit of a fresh mind helped me commit to them and get quite comfy with them over the years. This first session was pretty good. I got a bit of progress on it. Hopefully maybe 1 or 2 more sessions in the gym, and then I'll be able to take it outside. Hope you liked what you saw, and I'll see you for the next session.